Have you ever thought about who has the most XRP? Yes, I know what you're thinking. We're going to leave out the big platforms like Binance, KuCoin, and a lot of others. There is one person who owns XRP and has the most to gain or lose if XRP fails. Some of you may think it's Brad Garlinghouse or David Schwartz, but I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. Because as you can see, Chris Larsson, who helped create Ripple, is the person who has the most XRP. Even though Chris Larsson isn't as well known these days, what he said in the past is more important than ever right now. So we're going to go into great detail and tell you all about the most important things he said recently about XRP that will have a huge impact on its price soon here. And I spend a lot of time on this video, so please hit the like and subscribe button to help this channel and make sure everyone sees it. What I'm about to show you is very important. Let's start. First, we'll look at a speech he gave at the Crypto Finance Conference. In it, he talks about some of their most important core values and goals for XRP and its place in the financial market. Now I want you to pay close attention. Of choice when we talk about the blockchain part of this Internet of Value, it's clear that XRP has the lowest transaction prices of the majors. It settles in about 3 seconds, which is the fastest. It also has the most transactions per second of all the big blockchains. Again, when we talk about traffic, it's important to remember that most transactions will be done off ledger in some way or another. To use payment channels, whether they are Lightning Network channels or XRP channels. The throughput is still very important, though, since someone has to settle the ledger at some time. In other words, it will be more efficient if it has more output and costs less, just as important as being able to predict when the deal will happen. XRP is faster than all of the other big coins, though. But it's actually very stable, about 3 seconds, and there isn't much variation in it. For example, Ether or Bitcoin will have longer close periods, but more importantly, there will be a lot more variation in their closes, which means that randomness is bad for payments and the companies that handle payments. Another important thing is that the blockchain can't be changed or predictable, and not based on chance. Blockchain, that's also going to be important for payment companies. This is actually very important, how much energy you use. I think we all know that Bitcoin uses a lot of power. Ether does the same thing right now until it changes to proof of stake. Here we're looking at Bitcoin and those different figures. Bitcoin uses about the same amount of energy as the Czech Republic does right now, and Ether uses about the same amount as the country of Jordan. The XRP ledger uses a de minimis amount of energy because it uses a consensus system. To give you an example, it uses as much as the town of Oatman, Arizona, which has 140 people. That must be better for the world, right? Not only are you not polluting as much, but more importantly, you're not wasting your seniorage on things like mining and energy companies. Instead, it can go into the ecosystem, which should be helpful in the long run. I believe that what really drives value here is cash. That's a very important part of it. All of what he said is so important because it shows how much thought went into making XRP. How ahead of their time everyone on the Ripple team really was. They thought about all the things that businesses cared about. The purchase cost is the most important thing. Cost of energy is number 2. Third, just general speed. All of those nails were hit right on the head. The Ripple team is also tackling all of these important points head on with all of the other goods they're planning to release in the future. That's why XRP keeps coming up with new ideas. It's much faster than almost every other coin on the market right now. That's also why they're appealing to the largest group of people. The market for stablecoins is about to open. We are now moving on to cross-border payments. We're going to talk about all of these huge trillion-dollar businesses. So I need to ask you all a very important question. Finally, people around the world are starting to see how blockchain and Bitcoin technology can be useful. That's why the biggest companies are starting to put money into this area. What do you think will happen when people realize that XRP is already a good solution to all of these real-world issues? While other cryptocurrencies work on something that is so different from these issues that it can't really be used to solve them, they'll accept it and start using it because it was made for that exact reason. And XRP will be the first to do it because the people who work on it know more about technology than anyone else. Because Chris Larsson has worked on so many startups and big companies, he has a huge background in the tech field that went on to make crazy amounts of money, and Ripple is the same. The reason this product has been so successful is because of that. In order to fully understand why this currency is new and how it will continue to do so in the future, we need to know more about your technology. Also, this page does a great job of describing it. This is the reason XRP will go through the roof. You need to pay close attention. I'm going to give you guys an amazing deal from Margex because right now is one of the best times to buy cryptocurrency. If you just trade on their exchange, you'll get access to thousands of dollars in bonus funds and be able to make a lot more money on all of your trades. Another thing is that if you use my referral code, which is Levy20, when you make a trade, you will get huge savings on all of them. It's also very easy to start trading. For example, to buy XRP, all you have to do is go to the trading area. Once you have an account, you can choose how much power you want to use. You enter the amount you want to trade, and then all you have to do is press this button, buy market, that easy. Make sure to use the link I gave you in the description to sign up. I'll come back to the movie. BTC and XRP are not the same thing, as many of you know. They are a new kind of money used around the world. They are based on math. But maybe even as more importantly, they are global free payments networks. And what we've tried to focus on with Ripple is the second part. What we're trying to build is a global payment network that allows anyone anywhere in the world send any currency basically for free. That is irreversible. Is so that you can make payments much more efficient. So we look at the currency that we created, and Ripple really is more of in a blur of a new global payment system. So let me show you briefly what that looks like. So here I have two wallets. These are open source applications that tie into Ripple, which is a distributed open source, will be open source protocol. In this one wall of wall, you can picture this is the center, and the second wall at the receiver of a payment could be a merchant, could be a friend. You'll notice in this first wallet, they've got a number of different currencies. Again, Ripple is multi-currency. So let's start off with the Ripple network's own currency. Like Bitcoin, it's a decentralized currency, which means that no one person or group can change its value. Instead, the amount of ripples can only be changed by a math equation that says there will never be more ripples, so they can never be debased. They can be sent to anyone on the Ripple network without the sender taking any risk. I'm going to send ripples to my friend with the other wallet. I'm going to send 10 ripples and confirm the deal. Finally, everyone in the spread system agrees on what to do. It just came to an agreement. That payment has now been made. Merchants will like that. And again, there's no central authority behind it. Let's say I want to send another currency. I have Bitcoin in my Ripple wallet. Again, Ripple is multi-currency and interoperable with Bitcoin, so you can use your work with Ripple Wallet, which is a Ripple network, to also send coins. They'll show you how that works in a moment. I'll send my friend a Bitcoin payment again. I'll choose a small amount because Bitcoins are expensive, and it will figure out the best way to send it. As you can see, I have a number of currencies I can send, so I'll go ahead and send it. This is exactly what the public needs to understand. Any coin in the world can be used with the XRP ledger. We can use this to send money instantly, which is great for banks. But Chris Larsson's answer is truly amazing, and it really does show how useful this service can be. That's something that most people really don't get. 99% of people in the world don't know what XRP is or why it's so important. A lot of people think it's just fake money that has no real value today, but they are totally wrong. A lot of people who own XRP don't really get it. Most of the things we talked about in today's movie used to be private, but now they're public and easy to understand. Now, what we need to do is share this so more people can see and understand how simple and easy the XRP environment is to use. The XRP environment is to use. It's even better now than it was back then. Don't forget to like and share this movie so that everyone can see it. See you next time. Goodbye.